Hi there, my name is Texas Streety, and I'm coming to you from A Radical Difference. You can find out more about my nonprofit at aradicaldifference.com. There are tough subjects going on in the world, and because I'm not a real political person, uh, I don't care about controversy because, look, I've lived a controversial life my whole life. And it isn't that. It's just, I don't ever want people to take what I'm saying in the wrong way. It takes discussion and long conversations to make your point clear. So just to jump on here and say something in 3 minutes about the COVID virus or, Black Lives Matter, whatever's going on, it's hard to do and get your point across in a way that is not offensive or abusive or wrong or taken wrong by people. But I think as a society, we have got to stand up and say how we're feeling and what we're thinking about what's going on, or we're going to get walked on. And do Black Lives Matter? Absolutely. I can remember being a little girl, and we used to sneak into the hallway and listen to what my parents were watching on TV. And they were watching Roots. The series Roots had just come out. I don't know what year it was, but we lived in Melbourne, Florida. And I remember hearing it and watching it from around the corner and thinking, and I did. I took a vow then that I would never treat anyone different because of the color of their skin and or their culture. And I do not. I have 3 half-black children, and so do Black Lives Matter to me? Absolutely. I have a grandchild who has 4 races, and the other one 3. I mean, I've got a Puerto Rican sister-in-law, a Jamaican sister-in-law. All lives matter to me. All lives matter to God. It is important that we love each other and be kind to each other. It's ridiculous to think that the color of our skin could make us different from someone else. But guess what? Felons' lives matter. Muslims' lives matter. Tall people's lives matter. Fat people's lives matter. Life matters. But listen, you've got to get to the place where you understand that your life matters. You've got to do what you have to do to take care of yourself. And listen, we don't have anywhere near as much control of our government or what goes on here as they'd like us to think we believe. I mean, they'd like us to believe we do, that we don't. And, the power people, the people with money, they're the ones who really make the decisions. And so we can't just jump on the bandwagon and go with the flow with everything that's going on. And that means we can't sit at home and do nothing and wear face masks and not socially interact because they say this is going to kill us. Or we can't jump out and get into the middle of a riot and be hateful and unkind because they are programming us to do this. They are. Listen, Black people, if you think for a minute that these white folks haven't tried to railroad you into behaving this way so they have an opportunity to shoot you or whatever. I mean, I don't know exactly all the details about what's going on, but I know focusing on the problem is not going to help. And the answer is love. The answer is always love. We have got to be kind to each other. We have got to stand up and say what we believe and stand up for what we believe in a nice, kind, loving way. And that goes with this virus too. You go in stores and people look at you crazy if you don't have on a mask. You know what? I have the right to not wear a mask, just like you have the right to wear a mask. And so we've got to get to the place as people that we're making decisions based on what we believe and how we feel and what's best for us and not what we're being convinced to do. So do Black Lives Matter? Absolutely. Do we have to stay at home and not get involved in society because of a simple virus that's going around? Absolutely not. Do we have to obey the rules of our government and what's happening? We do. We've got to find a way to get along with each other. There's got to be a better way to deal with crisis, to deal with things that are going on. So please think about that as you go throughout this week and as you interact with people, and respect other people's views, respect other people's rights. Stand up for what you believe. Be who you're supposed to be. I love you guys. I love people. And I hope that nothing I said in this video will be offensive to anybody. And if it is, this is who I am, and I can't really do anything about that. I'm going to stand up and be who I am in the middle of anything and everything that's going on. See you guys next week.